How you doing? Um, I guess you could say I'm back with another video on this particular case. In this particular video, I guess it's kind of weird. It's kind of late. I wish I had done it early in the semester. Just kind of talking about or shit, not even early in the semester. Shit, I wish I would have did this like the last semester. I think I did. I guess maybe not the same way. Okay, blah. But I really want to kind of go over a few things about, I would say, UMBC, University of Maryland, Baltimore County is what UMBC stands for. And kind of just talk about a lot of the things about UMBC, interesting things about it, the school, things to expect, I guess. Depending on your major, my major is information systems. For now, we'll see. And, we'll see. But, yeah, just kind of want to go over a few things and kind of give some, I guess, tips in general for college life and myself as well. I'm 26, going on 27, and I didn't go to college until 2017, so about 3 years ago. Fall 2017, I started off at a community college doing, what is it? Information system security, something like that at the community college level. I guess you could say I did it for 2 years, but it's kind of like on and off because I took a few classes. I took I think I've only taken like 4 classes in the semester all the way through without dropping one once. Otherwise, I've taken like 3 classes, or I've taken mostly just 3 classes. Yeah. For some reason, I can't do the 4. Maybe it's because I've been out of school so long that I've never learned how to manage that, which is kind of seems pitiful. But I don't know. But I've never learned how to manage it. It seems kind of rough to me. It's really kind of tough. It's kind of harder. I don't know why it's hard, but it really depends. If they're online, I've actually done it. The reason I did one time, and that was in the 2018 semester. And that was probably my best opportunity to get a bunch of A's, like Dean's List level, right? My best opportunity. I never did it, but it's my best opportunity. So I'm 26, and like I said, I started CCBC, Information System Security. I did a few classes there, like 3 a few. Had to do a lot of remedial math because God knows I'm not good at math. I have no sense of control over the subject. It's weird to say this, but like algebra, even at the basic algebra is like my Achilles heel. That is literally my Achilles heel. And I don't know if you just heard that, but somebody kind of just hit the brakes. I was wondering what the fuck just happened. I was like, oh shit, like hit him. Like, I don't know. When you hear crashes, you kind of just, for some reason, just like want to hear the rest of it. Whatever, it's off topic. But yeah, algebra is like my Achilles heel. I'm not good at algebra. I hated it so much. And it took so long to work on it because I'm such a terrible math person. I've always been like, not saying that like just because you're artistic you can't be good at math, but I've always been so like artistically like inclined. Like I've always been, maybe I'm not using that correctly either. I've been having like my moments where I use the wrong words, but like I've just been more artistic in my thinking. So like if I can't switch the answer to make it what I want it to be in a way that allows me to express myself, it's really kind of hard for me to a lot of times do subjects. I think that's for most people. And it's just harder because it's like I didn't find out until like a few years ago that I may be dyslexic, and then on top of that, like ADHD is a thing. I know I have it. Whether anyone likes to acknowledge it, seeing is believing. I definitely have a horrible habit of paying attention for sure. Like I don't care. I've never finished a picture to this day. I've always gotten halfway through a picture, and then I'm on to the next one immediately. Like, I can't stay on task for too long. Like, if it doesn't get done quickly, that's it. You know. I think the only thing I've ever been able to focus on that long is my relationships, and even then, like prior to my current relationship, it wasn't that. It was very short-lived. Yeah, very short-lived. It's kind of funny though, but very short-lived. Short attention span. Sometimes I don't give a fuck when I should. Yeah, but sorry. The point is mainly about the, my school experience, trying to get to UMBC, whatever. But yeah, it took me a few years from CCBC, which is where I was at, and I transferred to UMBC fall. Was it fall? So fall 2019 of last year. And initially, I think I'll say like 2018. That was like my first school I wanted to go to. It was that one. It was Morgan State, which is the HBCU. I recommend it. I think the only reason I didn't go to it is that I didn't have reliable transportation at the time, and it wasn't as close to me. And they weren't trying to give me money, but I guess I don't know. They weren't trying to give me the money. I guess it starts at 3.0. Oh, it wasn't 3.0. It was like 2.8, 2.9 student, 2.7, around that area. So they weren't trying to help me out. It's okay. But yeah, I recommend. I mean, go there. Like, I don't like that people always throw dirt in Morgan's name. I understand they have a lot of shit with them, but I don't like the negative connotation behind like the women being like HIV infested, or like, what do you call it? Just saying they have like all these diseases and herpes, and it's so misleading. I feel like it's so incorrect. I feel like people fuck things knowing that these things are what they are, and then they get surprised when they get what they expected. So I don't really like the whole negative thing. Most of my family's gone to HBCUs. Most of my family, my dad and my mom both went to Morgan. They never graduated, but they went there. And believe me, I would go there. They just didn't give me enough money. They weren't close enough, and unfortunately, the area that they're in is not one of those areas you can kind of just walk through. Sometimes it's just dangerous. I don't know how many people not necessarily get killed, but things happen, right? And like I said, we're in the like city of Baltimore pretty much, and I don't think, I guess in my particular opinion, I don't believe it to be that bad. Maybe because I lived there my whole life and been around people like that. I mean, obviously you shouldn't go some places. But I don't really think it's that bad. Yeah, I never thought it was that bad. I always hear like the news kind of like makes it seem like, oh, this place is like, I don't know, like third world country or some shit like that. It's ridiculous to me. Yeah, it's ridiculous to me personally. It's really ridiculous to me. It's not like that. It's crazy. I will say that it can be crazy. It can be wild in some areas. It can be wild, and I think the thing about it is you just have to know where not to go. I think that's the same in any city. You know not to go to certain parts. If you're not from there, you don't go there. Even I live here and I'm from here, and I don't go there. I do not go there. You know what I mean? I lived here my whole life mostly. Well, most of my life, yeah. And don't go there. You just don't go over, what do you call it? Over west. That's what they say. That's how they say it. Don't go over west. And don't go over east, or don't go down bottom. Don't go up, down the hill, whatever they say, right? Don't go some of these areas. Don't go to Cherry Hill if you ain't from over there. Like, that's what they say. If you ain't from there, don't go over there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't get this whole notion about this negativity towards Morgan. I really wanted to go there. That was a serious choice. They just didn't give me enough money, and I didn't like the particular area. But I love the fact that they're constantly expanding, and they're constantly building new facilities. And my thing for schools is always modernizing it. That's like the most important thing to me. And I'm like right between like millennial / like not millennial, because they always say like millennials like 95 and up, 94 and up. I'm always miss it because I'm 93 and like say 93 and down. But So I'm like right in there. I like my stuff modern. You know, I love something new, something different, something creative, innovative to some extent. And I feel like Morgan is kind of like always pushing that as time goes on, always adding and building up. And you know, it's great to have like an HBCU so close, obviously, like a really well known one. Also, they didn't really have my major. I wanted to do information systems. You know, I didn't want to do computer engineering. Lord Jesus, no, I didn't want to do that. So I still hate math. I still hate math. But sorry, off topic. But yeah, so yeah, I wanted to go to Morgan, just didn't go there because of those reasons. Like UMBC is always my first choice, and Towson was like third or fourth. I think third or fourth prior to me coming to UMBC. I really did not like Towson. For the reason of, if you've been at a school, if you've been to a school, for me, when I visit someplace and I've been there like up and down this place for years and I constantly see it and go there with my friends who are not necessarily friends anymore, but I used to go there with one of my friends. She went there. Man, she used to always invite us up there with myself, and we would just kind of hang out over there and just kind of explore the campus, the good things about it, cool things, I guess, food places, whatever. That was a few years ago. Maybe it's a little bit more stuff now. It's a lot of things that changed now. But yeah, we used to go up there all the time, and it just kind of, shit wasn't great. Shit was not that special to me. I mean, I don't know how any other way to put it. It just didn't seem that excellent to me. I mean, something I see too much. It's just ugly. Like, I see it too much. It was ugly. I didn't see UMBC, so me not seeing it was like, oh wow, like let me check this campus out. University of Maryland wasn't even a choice. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't even a choice. Towson was a better choice because, and I actually have a funny story about Towson. Maybe I'll cover it now, or probably a different video about what happened with the Towson thing, and kind of a funny story about that one and why that was really like ended up kind of moving up my list a little later on. But Maryland, oh God, if you're from Maryland, even if you're not from Maryland, you know Maryland's like a big school here. Really big school. Relatively not as expensive tuition wise if you're in state, which is really interesting. It's actually cheaper than UMBC. I guess the biggest difference between UMBC and University of Maryland is that University of Maryland is like 10 times more selective. Oh, sorry about that too. This is like, what do you call it? It's like a lawnmower guy outside. He literally does this, what do you say, like 3 times, 4 times a day? Drives me nuts. Sometimes I have to like force myself to sleep through it. But yeah. Yeah, but University of Maryland's like well known. Like I said, they're really close in tuition. University of Maryland College Park is actually much cheaper. Sorry, I don't know if I mentioned College Park, but that's the campus I'm talking about, College Park. There's like 3 or 4 University of Marylands. There's University of Maryland Eastern Shore, which is like further in the county areas, like further out, different county. That's HBCU too. It's an interesting school. It's very isolated from what I heard. There's University of Maryland College Park, which is like the main, obviously like the most notable one, most notable university in Maryland, like the biggest one, like the football team, Terps, engineering program, Robert, God, I cannot forget the guy. I cannot remember the guy's name, but they have like that most notable like program for like engineering, stuff like that. Maybe other things, I'm not really sure. You have University of Maryland, Baltimore County, which is UMBC, the one I'm talking about, the one I currently attend. And then we have University of Maryland, Baltimore, which is like the medical school. It's downtown Baltimore, right in the middle. It's an interesting campus. I lived downtown at one point. I still kind of do here and there. I live up here right now because I'm closer to UMBC, which is right here. I don't know if I'm doing that right here. But yeah, so. But yeah, so it's a few University of Maryland's like colleges and stuff, and they even have like UMGC, I think, University of Maryland Global Campus, which is like an online portal for students. It's like UMUC used to be called UMUC, but now it's like UMGC or something like that. So it's we have a few University of Maryland campuses. It's very confusing. But yeah, I never had an option to get there. University of Maryland, I could have transferred in, but probably wouldn't have no money to go. And I would have to live on campus because it's way too far to be driving. And I didn't have a car at the time. I used to have a car. It's another funny story about that. But yeah, it was an option. I considered it, but it's a massive school. My GPA wasn't that good, and they literally are starting off almost like 3.0s. Dude, that's probably as a transfer, like, but as like a freshman incoming is almost 4.0. I think it's a 4.0 to get into University of Maryland. Almost, it's very competitive. It's like 43% acceptance, maybe less now, 40%. So, you know, very selective, and you know, never had that option. I did want to go there though at one point because, well, you know, but yeah, like, I don't know. Actually, maybe I'll do another video to kind of get, because I feel like this video's gone on too long. Just kind of like ranting and going on for a while about different schools and stuff I should have did, but I didn't really get into anything. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll go over it. Okay, we'll go over some things and kind of get that stuff straightened out. But like, for now, I'll make another video about my actual experience going to UC. I'm sorry about like this is kind of, what do you call it, like clickbaity and whatever. But yeah, we'll get back to you. So thank you for stopping by the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, and just support it in any way you can. And I don't know, just view the video and just let me know how you feel. And if you have any questions about the university or just Baltimore in general, certain things that I can tell you. I've been here like forever. I'm 26, so I've lived here for quite some time. I know a lot about it. I know a lot of stuff. So, or a lot of stuff that maybe might interest you or things, you know. So, all right. Thank you for coming by, and I'll see you later. Hi people, back with another video. Really just got dressed, put that out. Really got to get some wings because I'm hungry and I haven't eaten yet.